The movie is starting!
Whoop, whoop!
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to The Movie is Starting. I'm one of your hosts, Jeremiah.
I'm your other host, Chris.
And today we are joined by...
Noy Pascual, also known as Cream Morath.
Oh, that's a throwback. That's going back decades.
And this is the first time that Noy's actually been on the show, isn't it?
Yeah, this one, but you were on the old one that I did with a certain somebody who shall not be named.
Where's that soundbite?
I mean, you do have an eye for detail. It's a little inside there, but but yeah, Noy actually goes back to our early days of Winter in Construction.
Yeah, even further back for me because he was in the Star Wars fan film series that I did back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and I mean, I actually just showed. You still got the video up on YouTube. I do. Sent it over to a couple of friends here in Florida, and they're like, "Holy shit, you are a geek!" It's like, man. Uber.
So, what movie are we watching today, Noy?
Grosse Pointe Plank.
Classic. And this was kind of I would say this kind of started sort of like a genre in itself where it's sort of like comedy, action, hitman movies because it seemed like there were a lot of those.
8 heads in a duffel bag.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and even
I forgot about that one.
Oh, even that one with the big hit with Mark Wahlberg, which came.
Yeah. I remember what
straight jacking.
Got the ball
that
rolling.
Shit, Madeline.
And it was also kind of a throwback to a lot of like the 80s stuff because this was supposed to be it's supposed to be his 10-year high school reunion that he comes home for, right?
Exactly. And that's kind of why I chose. So like Chris told me, it's like, yeah, I think something in the 80s or 90s. I'm like, well, how about we do Grosse Pointe Plank, which is a movie from the 90s about reliving the 80s.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
it's a 2 for 1.
Yeah. The big thing was because appropriately they cast John Cusack in the lead because he was this sort of big 80s movie guy and like all these like kind of teen romps like Better Off Dead and One Crazy Summer.
Sure thing.
Yeah,
I want my $2.
And then what was the?
Didn't ask for a dime.
Did somebody say anything?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
Except you.
Anything. Yeah, I thought I heard someone say it, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, so
the thing about this was also kind of like John Cusack's big return.
Yeah.
Also, this like signified it was like this in Con Air, and all of a sudden he was back.
He was like an adult actor instead of a child. Pining over girls.
He's like, hey guys, I've outgrown that teen image of mine.
I know. I love his work though. I've always liked like everything he's in.
And then this was also like Minnie Driver, like right as she gets off of Good Will Hunting, and
was it?
Yeah, this was because this one.
Yeah, they were right around the same time.
Yeah, because I know that like she had the Oscar buzz going at the time.
She had just come off Circle of Friends with Robin, Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah, and don't forget she was also in Goldeneye.
Who's stringing the cat?
A man.
But yeah,
Valina, take a hike.
I'm trying to remember if this was actually filmed in Chicago or because a lot of time, or if it was actually filmed in Detroit.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the stipulations that John Cusack has. Like at least he pushes it, especially because his sister's in it. Is like it was partially filmed in Illinois.
Yeah, both his sisters are actually in this. Because,
I forgot.
I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, I had no idea she was a Cusack.
That's
until I learned her name.
That's Sub Girl from Tank Girl.
What was it about this movie though that really made you want to pick it?
So I love this film. Like, so 97, I just got out of high school, and me and my friends were like the two friends that come to mind that like we really love this film. Like at our 10-year reunion, we literally just kept quoting this film, and it was annoying as piss. But we got that drunk, and it was awesome. Of those two, I won't use their names, but one of them went out and actually joined the military and is now married to someone that used to work for company, quote unquote, in Langley, Virginia.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like, assassin. We were just playing, dude, right? Or and that's when I was like, yeah, reminiscent. It's high school. It's a high school reunion. I've got my 15-year reunion in June, which I'm probably not going to go to because COVID will probably kill me.
COVID killed I had my 20-year my 20-year high school reunion would have been in 2020, and COVID killed that. So
my 105th high school reunion comes up in 2 years.
Did I say 15th? Oh, that was wrong. That was 25. Yeah. 25. I don't know.
I was going to say you're not that much younger than Jeremiah.
Senility has taken set. I don't know. I lie about my age to get younger chicks.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. Shall we watch this thing?
Yeah.
No, sure.
Okay, so since we are doing a commentary track, we hope you're going to watch the movie with us. Unfortunately, as of us doing this podcast, it's not streaming anymore. It was yesterday.
Yeah, thanks, Hulu.
It's not today. Thanks, Hulu, you schmucks. Get a DVD, get a Blu-ray, go to the library, rent it. Your Redbox won't have it. Find it through other means. Wink. So we have the movie queued up before the Hollywood Pictures sequence, and we are pressing play now.
All right. There she is.
Yay!
Oh, you sexy bitch.
Come out of the shadows. I want to see her whole face.
I love your claws.
Division of Disney, so they can release R-rated films.
Oh God! I was gonna say, is Hollywood? I don't even know if Hollywood Pictures is still like Touchstone is still around, but
Touchstone is still a thing, but they use it. They don't use it very often. But yeah, I think Hollywood's gone. Like Hollywood and Dimension, are gone.
Well, Miramax exists, but it's no longer Disney, right?
Which one? Yeah. Miramax. Yeah, Disney doesn't own them anymore. Yeah. I think Lionsgate does.
Yeah. Turn mine down. There we go.
You know what? I don't think I have the volume up on my. Yeah. There we go. Hey, look at that. Minnie Driver.
No,
9 Iron.
I'm the same in every movie I'm in. I always act like this. I'm confused and old, and I don't understand why you're talking to me.
Dan Aykroyd, Grosse Pointe Plank.
Yeah.
So that's actually one of the other reasons I really chose this. I love the soundtrack. Like I had the CD, I listened to it so many times, scratched it out, and then got another one. And now I just need to buy it on Amazon so I can have it forever.
And this was kind of when the 80s were starting to make a comeback. I mean, it had been nearly a decade.
Yeah, it was a decade past for nostalgia. Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, because you had that 70s show, so people were kind of reliving the 70s, and then the 80s trend was about to pick up. So this one was another trendsetter in that as well.
So who had a headset like these guys?
I think I had something similar to that when I worked at that limousine place.
Wait, you worked at a limousine place?
Yeah, in the late 90s when this came out, actually.
Huh.
No, I was working at the video store when this came out.
Did you have Lincoln Town Cars?
Yes, we did. Lincoln Town Cars and the Lincoln limousines and a couple of the fancy SUVs.
So now I know that there are hitmen that are very talented and whatnot, but I'm thinking that shooting a TMP silenced from a bike is not going to be very effective.
He's not very good at his job.
He just wanted his $2.
There you go. Preference.
I like the overkill that happens right here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
By the way, I might have watched a little bit of this while I was waiting for you guys. Honestly, I think I told this to Noy, but I haven't seen this since it came out in the theater.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah,
I love this film.
I was gonna say this is one of those movies I try to at least watch once a year.
Yeah, same. I wasn't
Dan Aykroyd not even attempting to use silencers.
He only had 12 shots, but I think he fired like 20. He's like John Woo as a doorman.
As long as they pulled kind of did like the Army of Darkness and just put the sound effect of him reloading in there, it's okay.
Bright sunshiny day.
But no, even watching this too, it's like I think definitely subconsciously this totally influenced Ashes, and like especially the way he's dressed and his demeanor and stuff.
I can see that now. I never thought about it.
I didn't even think about that until actually. So I'm like, oh wait, I totally ripped this movie off.
Budapest.
Oh yeah, and also that's the problem with showing cell phones in a movie is that no matter what, it always dates the fucking movie.
Yeah, Jeremiah was today years old when he learned that he was ripping off this movie.
Oh man! I actually did think about getting a Lincoln Town Car after one of these, after watching this one time. And I was like, no, it was brief. It was very brief.
You remember Emilio? Noy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought one before he retired.
See,
It was green with beige interior. I thought it was the fuggliest thing I've ever seen.
Like that color scheme would work on a Jag, but not a town car. In my opinion.
Yeah, it was kind of gross. I might have thrown up in my mouth a little bit.
There's a line coming up here. I don't remember if it's in this or the next one, where with the butch Filipino ladies. Queen's the hotel hit. I think it's coming up in this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is.
I just realized that Dan Aykroyd has his haircut from Caddyshack 2.
Oh my God, that came out right around then, didn't it?
That was
in the 80s. That was still in the 80s.
Yeah, there it was.
Butch Filipino ladies.
You know, the hotel hit.
Thing is, too, it's like
Everybody's.
This was the first movie I remember watching and thinking, "Oh man, Dan Aykroyd's getting bald." I can see the spot.
Should have used some of that spray from the Fabulous Baker Boys.
I think what was the one that I saw Dan Aykroyd first time I saw him is he is not looking well, and it was a much earlier film than this. It was at Chevy Chase, Demi Moore.
Oh, nothing but trouble.
Nothing but trouble.
Watch that on here.
We've watched it on the podcast, yeah.
And that was
that's one where he's got the dick nose.
That was Dan Aykroyd's directorial debut and the only film he ever directed.
Yeah, his first and last movie he directed.
I saw that in the theaters.
Oh God.
I don't know. I was like 12.
If I was 12 and I saw it in the theater, it would have scared the shit out of me. Like Jeremiah was like, Chris, you're about to watch a really strange
horror
movie. Yeah, I'd never seen all the way through. Yeah. I'd seen bits and pieces of it on cable over the years, but I never actually saw it all the way through.
Oh man. Yeah, that's one of those movies, like I said, also that is a very hard like horror comedy is a very easy thing to fuck up. And that movie fucked it up. I don't know. It's like, I mean, especially if you look at a movie like The Burbs or even Gremlins, you know, like the
Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, or how like somebody like Sam Raimi or Joe Dante, who is able to really do horror comedy. It's like there is that fine line where it's like, you know, they kind of cracked it and figured it out. But it's like if you go too far one way, you're gonna alienate your audience.
Yeah. True in a lot of things, actually.
And then Tupac shows up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the digital underground.
Yeah. My name's Humpty.
Miami.
Ooh. It's not as good as it's not as nice as Cancun though.
Freedom.
But
Which and he's doing some ninja assassin shit here.
Oh shit, yeah. This is some Garrick from Deep Space Nine shit. This is some Obsidian Order crap.
Or You Only Live Twice from James Bond, which is basically
Where else? I saw it one more time. It was Leverage. The TV show Leverage, which is the modern day Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. With Timothy Hutton and oh god.
Yeah, I watched like a lot of the first season of that.
Yeah.
I love that show actually. Mainly because it is like modern day Dungeons and Dragons.
You have your cleric, safecracker. You have your
You got your thief, the bard, the fighter, the sorcerer kind of wizard that can just hack in anything, and then I guess Timothy Hutton's what, the Archmage?
Dungeon Master.
Dungeon Master. There you go.
Apparently, you know, he's trying to kill him with Tide.
Well, you know, Tide Pod had to start somewhere.
Yep. Also, it's like I always wondered where the hell are they supposed to be staying? That's like a weird hotel design.
So, have you ever been to a hotel in Miami?
No, I have
on,
not.
on South
It is
Beach.
nothing but
They
pink
are-
neon.
It's all fucked up. Like, just like I was there, and I'm like, this just feels like a porn setting. I don't want to touch anything.
Give me a black light. Look like a Jackson Pollock painting in here. Thank you, Star Lord. Why is she dressed like Michael Jackson?
Well, I do know this much. Like, so the Sergeant Pepper reference that comes up was ad-libbed.
Oh.
Oh. So have you guys ever worked with anyone that's like Joan Cusack's character that just keeps pushing you to do something you don't want to do? Let me rephrase that. Have you ever been married?
I hope your wife doesn't.
Not creepy that it's his sister.
Oh, God. But no, and I do like how they do kind of subtly, like just like the subtle hints with John Cusack, where it's kind of showing that like he's kind of over this, you know, like he's not really, you know, he's not really feeling, you know, because you know they kind of point out that when he was younger he was angry, and now he's not angry really anymore. He's just kind of empty at this point. You know?
Might be time for a career change.
Yeah. Well, I actually quoted this. Well, I'll save it for when we get to the part.
She's giving him the crazy eyes.
No, that's just her Cusack eyes. I guess apparently she still lives here in Chicago, and I think she lives kind of in the same neighborhood in like Ravenswood, around this roughly around the same place that
where I used to live.
Yeah.
We'd walked by her house a couple times.
Yeah.
I
heard she liked to walk her dog a lot, and I thought I was always kind of wondered if I was, because I worked at the Fountainhead for a while, and I always wondered if I was going to run into her there. I saw Lana Wachowski, but never saw her.
That would have been awesome. I would love to talk to Lana Wachowski.
In mid sentence, I realized who it was, because she was just like looking for some group that had a private party in the back, and I think I've mentioned my first thought was like, wow, this lady's really tall. Why do I know her? And then, I'm like, oh shit, it's Lana Wachowski. And then of course I told the sir, I was like, hey, you're at a party where one of the people who created the Matrix is in there.
Nice.
It
could have been worse, Jeremiah. It could have been Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah. No, that was fucking great. I pissed off Michelle Rodriguez. Oh, here we are.
I love Dr. Oatman. This is the character I quote the most.
Every time I see him, I think of the Jerky Boys movie when he goes to kiss the mob boss's hand, and he's got the cigar in his hand, and he burns his eye with it, and he goes, fuck, shit.
Did you see him in, was it Stand Up Guys?
No, I have not seen that.
Oh, that's Christopher Walken and
the one where Al Pacino. Whenever there's like I think Al Pacino is like getting out of prison, but and Christopher Walken is supposed to kill, like, is his friend, but he's supposed to kill him before the night. But he's like giving him one last night. Yeah.
So Dr. Oatman's in that. He's their driver, the getaway driver.
Alan Arkin, I'm the same in every movie you see me in. I always talk the exact same way. Which is funny because he was one of the original Second City people. So you'd think he'd be like really comfortable and stuff.
Alan Arkin?
He always seems really uncomfortable in everything he's in.
Serpentine.
Yeah.
He does uncomfortable he's very comfortable playing uncomfortable.
The only movie I've ever really noticed him not like be Alan Arkin in is is it Wait Until Dark, the one with him and Audrey Hepburn. It's a play as well.
Yeah, I was almost in a stage play of that in high school.
Yeah, because he plays the psycho in that. Yeah. He's actually really good at that.
I'm sorry. Are you guys going to talk through the film the whole time?
Oh,
sorry.
Did we not explain this to you beforehand? Yeah, the acting class I took in high school, just to take it, my teacher wanted me to play the cop in Wait Until Dark.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. It's like, you're lucky I'm getting up in front of my class to do this. Getting up in front of the whole school. F you in the ass. I was like, no.
Maybe he saw potential in you and you just squandered it.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I was told I was an overactor.
Yeah.
Well, Noy auditioned for my directing class.
Yeah, I didn't get a call back.
Not my fault.
Would have dropped the ball on that one.
Not my fault.
Because I was over.
I think when the teacher brought up the Star Wars fan film in class, that was when everyone was just like, "Oh."
I probably should have said, "Oh, I actually did some acting in college. Was the lead in a Chekhov play, and I can have some chops." But whatever.
I was leading a Sulu play personally, but I'm not bragging about that.
Oh my!
Oh my!
Oh my!
Oh,
it has no anima.
I actually just noticed too that the way he has the chair position, the power position where the chair is lower.
Yeah, so he's looking up at him.
Yeah, so which kind of does make sense for that Alan Arkin's character, because he has to have some level of control.
Oh,
Might as well have been a beanbag on the floor.
Yeah.
Don't shoot anyone. Don't kill anybody. Try it out for a couple of days. See how it feels. Actually, use that. So that's the line that I quoted. I actually told someone at work. It's like, try not to kill anyone for a couple of days. See how it feels.
Also, it's been forever since I've seen DOS on a computer.
No. I think my second laptop right here behind me from God knows
that's
what.
some fucked up chat room, isn't it?
That's the dark. It's the dark web.
Yes.
Which I found. Now that I work for a defense contractor, I have learned some things that I probably should not know, but I have, and the fact that I know them doesn't mean it's illegal for me to know them. It means someone else fucked up and
now you
shared
know.
it. But the dark
Now
web
you're
was
sharing it on this podcast.
then never mind. I won't say it.
We never heard from Noy again.
Well, here's a little, oh crap! My mind blanked.
The aerial shot of Detroit. Yeah. Suburbs.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't think of the band right now.
Femmes, Violent Femmes.
Yeah, Violent Femmes. Yeah, just like completely blanked.
Oh.
Das Femmes.
So I was thinking, it's like when we're doing this, should I just call out like band names as soon as I hear the song, or should I name off the guns as soon as we see them? Yeah,
this is a really well-to-do area in Detroit. I bet they don't got the gross water.
No, this is where the GM executives sit.
Oh shit! I totally forgot that Hank Azaria was in this.
Yep. Super young Hank Azaria too. Like
Yeah.
I always hoped he's going to do a voice. He's got to do a voice somewhere in here. You always got to
start walking around barefoot like he did in the birdcage.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, he does kind of sound like the Frank Grimes character he played on Simpsons, the guy that was grimy. Yeah. I'm doing just fine because I'm Homer Simpson.
Hey, look, live electrical wires.
Yeah, I'm peeing on the seat. Give me a raise. So now I'm going back to work without washing my hands. Still probably one of my all-time favorite episodes.
I live in a giant mansion with my family, and we eat lobster.
Hi, my name is Minnie Driver. I never get to speak in my natural accent, ever.
Except for that movie you mentioned before with...
Circle of Friends, where it took place in Ireland,
Yeah.
I still like her.
Yeah.
She may not be a great actress, but I like her.
Oh,
I think she's cute.
She does have it. She does have a nomination, so she's got that going for her.
The funny thing is, you know what I was watching when I came home from work today? Hard Rain.
Oh yeah,
and she's in that too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's a Minnie Driver movie marathon today, guys.
And I was thinking of Black Rain at first, the one with
no.
Douglas and the
No, Hard Rain, the real shitty one with Christian Slater
and Morgan Freeman.
and Morgan Freeman. Yeah.
Apparently, Morgan Freeman must have bought a house or
And
something.
the person everybody goes to see in action movies, Ed Asner.
Oh yeah. Fuck,
Takes a bullet.
I'll be honest. If you could make Ed Asner like a John McClane type person in an action movie tomorrow, I would go see that movie.
I don't know. We're getting that one with Odenkirk, so.
True.
So when was the last time you guys went back to your high school?
God.
Graduation.
Probably when I was in college, and that would have been over. 15 years ago.
Wow.
I've driven past it a bunch of times, but I've never actually gone in.
I have had moments like this where I have run into old teachers whenever I go back and visit family or whatever, and it's kind of, oh yeah, kind of like have the discussion of whatever happened to you. Yeah,
I went back last year. No, not last year. 2 years ago, because last year was in quarantine. It was weird. It was awesome. It was awesome. Don't get me wrong. It's like I was walking through the halls with an old friend who now teaches there, and our classmates' kids were attending the school.
Oh wow.
Oh God.
And I'm just like, this is
I'm old.
surreal. And it's freaking hot. It was like May. And I'm like, you guys don't, it's just like, it's been 20 years. You haven't fucking put AC in yet? It's so hot.
It makes me wonder if my high school ever got AC. They didn't have any of that shit either.
Oh, I do like this transition that's about to happen, where it goes from the Guns N' Roses to the
yeah.
or lobby music. Yeah.
Oh God, I remember this song. Shit.
Which, by the way, is a cover of the Wings
Bond theme.
Yeah.
He just dropped a cigarette. I never noticed that before.
Widescreen and high def.
So yeah, this music transition is fucking awesome.
No, it's brilliant. Although I have also never seen a Doom video game cabinet.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I didn't know they exist. I figured they just put one together for the movie.
And then right there, as soon as he opens the door, it's all like kind of an elevator music version of Live and Let Die.
Oh yeah, there's no such thing as a Doom cabinet.
It's a Doom 2.
Yeah, that's not a thing. Notice it's not even on. That's like a rest stand cabinet that they stuck a couple of logos on.
Fucking Wings. Go Hawks.
Red Wing.
Iserman can suck my taint.
Jesus. I made your goalie's head bleed in NHL 94, bitch.
So actually, Chris Osgood is a pretty badass goalie. I will give him that much. But he's been out for a while. All right. What's done is done.
So for those of them, I mean, I'm sure everybody has seen the movie at this point. Yeah, he's just found out that his home is now a Quickie Mart, where his childhood home was. Now is like a convenience store.
I will say, Jeremiah, this will end up being the second movie we've watched this season that stars Benny Urquidez in a guest role.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, but he actually has a bigger part in this.
Yeah, a bigger part in this than in Roadhouse. Yeah,
he was probably one of the fight choreographers for Roadhouse.
Is he the East Prussian assassin?
Yeah, Sidney Feldman. It is I, Sidney Feldman.
He like shows up in one scene at the car dealership when they're trashing the car dealership. He's just kind of standing there.
Yeah, because like I said, Dollars to Donuts in Roadhouse, he probably was like a fight choreographer or stunt coordinator or something.
Yeah, he choreographed that fight on the shore where he ripped the dude's throat out.
Yeah.
Well, he's he was like Cusack's kickboxing coach, all through the 80s, right?
He's in several. I think he's
Jackie
in
Chan movies.
Well, no, I was gonna say in Cusack movies because I think he's in Say Anything because that was the whole thing where he's trying to become. Oh, and here's Barbara
kickboxing. The tie is the sword of the future.
Yeah, and then also in was it Room? God, what's the Stephen King movie he did with Samuel Jackson? Room 108 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Danny.
Stephen King.
What's his name? The kickboxer guy.
Urquidez?
Yeah, Danny Urquidez is like the psycho from The Painting that tries to kill him. But they have him like heavily made up.
Benny the Jet.
Ugh.
Yep, that is the mother from
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday. That is her.
Yep.
I recognize her from a bunch of things right
Yeah,
now.
me too. It's
like
just not
one of those-
coming to me.
She was one of those character actors from the from like the 70s and 80s who was in so many. Like, let's see here. I'm just kind of. Oh, she was also in Peggy Sue Got Married. I believe. Yeah, she was at Peggy.
I
Sue.
just watched that last month. Yeah. That's why it's hitting me.
Hey,
I get a Gina Davis vibe off of her.
And God, what else? She was in the movie Nashville. Let's see. But yeah, she was. Yeah, like I said, Freaky Friday was the one that I always remember her from, in which you almost argue that she played a kid better than Jodie Foster played a kid.
Yep.
It was like, oh, who are you? You're such a handsome boy, or whatever.
But she remembered to put her lipstick on.
You're a handsome devil.
Yeah,
Mom.
Yeah.
Remember that time when I was a little girl twice?
So no one would have informed him that his mom.
Yeah, was in an institution.
Completely out of touch for 10 years.
Yeah. But he's been sending. But he said he'd been sending money.
So this is what I never understood, and I know people do this because it's a sign of respect. So you pour the alcohol out over.
You want to kill the grass.
It's like it's an Irish thing, where it's.
Dad was an alcoholic.
I know.
It's a pretty expensive bottle of liquor to be just dumping out.
I didn't see what year. It was Glenlivet.
It's a Glenlivet, but yeah, that Ken.
Year.
Remember when I moved in, Noy, and I had that. I moved into this apartment, and I had that stock my bar party. That was what Ken bought me, was a bottle of Glenlivet.
Ah, man, I miss Ken.
Yeah, I miss hanging out with him.
Is he still writing for?
I don't know. He moved to Michigan, and I've never heard from him again.
He's got 3 kids now.
Wait,
Yeah, I
is
know.
he in Grosse Pointe, Michigan?
That would be awesome. How awesome would that have been?
Oh God.
No, he's probably knowing what he does. Probably somewhere near Kalamazoo.
And wasn't the black guy that's why can't I'm just blanking on names right now. Crap. Hank Azaria's partner, wasn't he like a villain on Buffy for like a season?
Yeah, he played Mr. Quick.
Yeah.
He worked for the mayor, the evil mayor, in the 3rd season.
Yeah.
Mm.
We're not going to talk about Buffy on this podcast because of all the trouble that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's not so much the Buffy itself. It's
It's the guy who made it.
There is another podcast in which Chris and I do with another friend do kind of go in depth on that if you want to listen to it. It's the Normals podcast, by the way.
Look at that mixing board. It's newer than the one we used to mix together.
Oh,
Dead Man's
the
Party.
training film? The training movie? I admit that. You know what? I was talking to people at work the other day, and they always ask me if they can watch the training videos that I made for the other company.
Yeah.
And I always say no. And I keep on saying, like, when we did the swims one, that was like the most fun I ever had making a video.
I think I've actually seen that. That's the one that has Rob Zombie in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Noy in a really bad wig.
yeah. And a bad, I don't even know, English-Irish accent.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's with my voice? What's with your beard? Oh shit.
That was fun. That was a fun one to do.
Yeah, that was the most fun I've ever had making a film project.
That's only because we never got to shoot the Yakuza.
Yeah. Remember that shit, Noy?
The Yakuza. Wait a minute. No,
Remember
no,
when you were going to play that Yakuza guy?
Because the idea was the idea was like so like kind of like one of those stupid infomercial commercial or those late night.
Oh yeah,
and so, like their beer koozie never kept their beer cold, and so here comes the Yakuza, and it's like basically just a Yakuza assassin or a enforcer that just holds the beer, and it's the Yakuza's stone cold blood that flows through its veins that makes the beer constantly cold. And there was even a security system. If somebody tries to grab the beer, the
yeah. I remember that concept.
And if you buy now, it was going to come with mafia muffs. Which is just going to be Chris holding my ear.
My favorite.
I don't know. You don't know nothing about nobody.
I still think we should have done Keanu Khan.
That would have been funny too.
Oh,
we should just do an honorary. Finish up the second season of Winter's Instructions.
Oh.
I just think I saw a continuity issue. Like the license plate, I don't think was a Michigan plate.
Oh, because it was blue. I noticed the colors.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's California, you could buy that, or since that's where he's based out of. But I don't think. But California's not blue.
All right, long lost love from high school. Who do you got?
None.
It wasn't.
I went to prom, but it was. But
yeah,
I couldn't stand the person I went with.
Was it your mom?
No.
Sorry,
my sister.
I was a junior, and I went with a senior.
Oh, hey, there you go.
But the thing was, it was because one of my friends who was also dating a senior, his date had a friend who wanted to go but didn't have a date, so they hooked me up with her.
Wingman.
So I was basically just there so she could go to her senior prom. That's the only reason I was there.
Yeah. I don't think I really had one.
You got to get some of that sweet prom punch,
I guess.
We didn't have punch at our prom.
I don't remember what we had
because they didn't want it to get spiked.
I want to say that we had like servers coming and just giving us like sodas and shit.
Yeah, that's what we had.
I remember my prom was around the time that when swing dancing kind of made the return.
Oh god!
Yeah, it was just like, okay, we're doing this now.
I actually excelled at that.
Yeah.
Did you guys have to take what's it called, square dancing in the gym?
Yeah, and like junior high. Yeah.
So here's the funny thing: have you ever met anyone that refuses to sit with their back to a window or a door?
No.
I actually kind of feel uncomfortable a lot of times doing that. Like if
I'm on the second floor, it's a non-issue.
A lot of times, like if I'm seated in a booth in a restaurant or something, I will generally want to be on the one that like I can kind of see what's going on. So,
like I went out to lunch with someone from work now that I live in Florida, and they're just like, no, I have to sit there. Like they wouldn't. It's like, but I didn't make a sting. That's whatever. That's cool. But it's like,
I won't be a dick about it. But
and it happens a lot. Like there are a lot of different people that feel that way. I'm like, I don't know. I just think it's.
Oh, by the way, this caller.
This is a dick move right here. By the way,
but that caller will come into play later on. So.
Dick move, Minnie Driver. Dick move.
Long time listener, first time caller.
This is a contest for children. See, now I can hear his Frank Grimes when he talks. Frank Grimes, or Grimy, as he liked to be called. Homer even ruins his funeral. Let's change the channel.
Wait a minute, was there like a Grimes Jr. that came back?
Okay, Frank Grimes Jr. And he goes, wait, Frank Grimes didn't have any children. He goes, all right, Frank Grimes liked whores. Like that's how they explain on how he was born. Oh, here we go. Here he is.
Like even this town looks like my town.
Hey, when you're a jet all the way from your first cigarette to your last dying day.
Ugh, he looks like a wax figure came to life.
He does. He has a weird face.
Well, it's because it's been probably
bashed in so many times. Probably, yeah. He's also tiny.
Yeah, but no, I guess like he has, as far as kickboxing record, he has like the longest reign as a champion in kickboxing.
Because he's so small.
You know what? You know what would have been funny?
It's like fighting Yoda.
Yeah. It would have been funny if he walked past Jeremy Piven and Piven goes, "Out of the way, Peck."
It's the one person that Jeremy Piven's taller than.
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh, Jeremy Piven.
Hey, Jeremy Piven, stay away from the sushi, okay?
Yeah. So I remember hearing a story about, and I'm sure it's true because I've kind of heard that. Well, actually, I've kind of heard that both of them are kind of dicks. But Jeremy Piven apparently, as a tip, once left a DVD box set of, or a DVD set of Entourage. Yeah. Wow, thanks, shithead. I can really pay my rent with this. Oh,
eBay.
Well, and bear in mind this guy. This is also the guy who was doing a tour of India with a shirt that said "Eat Carbs." So he's a great guy.
He's just misunderstood, Jeremiah.
Yeah. I thought it was funny.
No, I hear he's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Most people from Illinois are.
Yeah. God, I'm a transplant. Of course, granted, the people from my home state aren't really regarded as.
How about most people are dicks? We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Some people just excel at it better. So, and this is one of those things too of like, you go back and visit your family and or where you came from, and a lot of times you'll see people like this.
Yep.
They're just like kind of should have never been given any type of authority, and now now they have a loaded gun.
That was so. I will actually use a great example of a friend of mine from high school and we're still friends today. He lives on the west coast of Florida, and we hang out whenever we can. But he went into the army, and I'm like, wait, they're going to give you a gun? Yeah.
His whole body's going to become a weapon.
Yeah.
But then, lo and behold, years and years later, he ends up he excelled to the rank of captain and led a company, and was a decorated soldier, honorably discharged. And I'm like, when did you grow up? Because I didn't think that was ever going to happen.
He went into the army a boy, and he came out a man.
Yeah. It's fun hanging out with him. It's fun to hear the stories.
No, it's like there are certain people though that I'm like, that never left my hometown. I hear that they're a cop now. I'm like, really?
So Jeremiah, or Noy.
Yeah.
How many of that guy's stories start off with this one time at boot camp?
Oh no, the best story. So he was by the time he made captain, they were about ready to deploy to Iraq. And one of our other friends who went into the army, he enlisted straight in out of high school, was a staff sergeant by this point. And they ran into each other at Fort Hood in Texas right before they were about to deploy. And he caught him. He saw him in the hallway, and he recognized him. My friend here, the captain, recognized him immediately. Walked by him, and he didn't salute, didn't do anything. And then he just started breaking him down right there. It's like, Sergeant Wheeler, you where I come from? You salute a goddamn officer, fucker, stand at attention. And he looked at him, and he just big cheese ass grin on his face. It's like, oh shit. And they're like, how the hell have you been?
Nice.
And they ended up both deploying same time, and it was different companies, but it was like that story warms my heart. Because in 1996, the three of us were sitting in a field drinking out of a keg in the back of a pickup truck. And then Steve crashed his truck.
Oh.
because that's what Steve did. In high school. He could only drive for 2 years in high school, mind you. He totaled 7 cars.
God damn.
None of these cars were worth more than $500.
Is he in the Guinness Book of World Records?
He's in the Guinness case at this point.
There's another one here I use a lot. It's like, oh my dad shacked up with some girl who's like a biscuit older than me. And it's kind of sad how many times I've got to use that.
He just name dropped Joliet. Ain't nobody wants to go there.
I love how in movie world Joliet prison is still
10 years. Yeah. 10 years. So my two buddies at our high school reunion, randomly through the whole time, the more drunk we got, the more often it was 10 years. 10 years.
Well, I love how he tells people the truth and no one ever believes him. He literally just says, I flipped out, I joined the army, and now I'm a professional killer. And he's like, yeah, whatever.
That's one of the genius things about the film that I really love about it. It's like he never lies. He's truthful the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, not one person believes him. Oh.
So open market.
Oh.
That and the whole no one buys American more anymore.
Oh.
Like who drives a Beamer in Detroit?
Jeremy Piven.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
And then
now he's turning into Superman from Superman Returns. I'm gonna go creeping.
You better be careful. That thing only has a battery life of 15 minutes.
Oh,
And you know how?
No, he's talking to Zach Moore's phone. Not the
Mean doesn't have a battery suitcase like in Lethal Weapon.
He's too old for that shit.
I can't hear the film.
He stole Scully's phone. Mulder. Oh, she's got her haircut too.
Styling.
So in my full year of quarantine, one of the things that I've actually learned, and I use it from this film, is after she clicks back over to Margie and they start talking soup. Or Amelia.
Yeah.
I use that a lot. So, yeah, when it got quote unquote cold here in Florida, I started making more soups. And I make a pretty mean beer cheese soup now.
Nice. And then you shit yourself.
I do love other thing. I love how he keeps referring. He says, I'm going to go home. And he refers to this place as home.
Oh, shit.
That old ass poster of
Pulp Fiction
in the back. The one where they did before they decided on giving Julius a afro.
What is it? I missed it.
It's got a picture of Sam Jackson without his afro in the movie.
Yeah, right there. So, they were just doing the press for it. So that thing was released before they had finalized the actual look. Because my brother had one of those.
Yeah, he wanted the Jerry curl wig.
Yeah.
See, here's how much of a geek I am. They keep cutting to different boards in Doom. Like the one where he's running around earlier, that was like a cheat board where you couldn't get there in the actual game, only if you used cheats. And it was a whatever. And then the other one where he just shot the thing with a pistol. So there's the cheat board.
Look at John Cusack doing his own stunts. You're a champ.
And classic using the microwave as a detonator.
That old ploy.
I never really understood how that works because like the mercury would superheat like really, really, really fast. It wouldn't.
It works because it's written in the script. Remember the first time I think I saw that was in Under Siege, where Steven Seagal did that.
Well, I think it's like that's the only time it's like they turned the power on and the microwave turned on, and then it's like as soon as whatever your detonator got hot enough, it would ignite.
Yeah.
So that was actual. This is like it's 2 minutes, and then at the end of 2 minutes, no, that's not how that works.
I love this kid's reaction.
No, I'm not all right.
Yeah, it's like chill out, budget Seth Green.
Go find a new job.
Oh.
Yeah, at least the payphone's okay.
The pay what now?
I think we're talking. We missed the part where Jeremy Piven actually sold his house.
Yeah, because he's the one that because he couldn't find a family.
I have real estate friends back in Illinois that would do that. It's like, sorry to profit off of your loss, but sale's a sale.
But hey, the video lab or like the photo lab is still intact. It looks like.
Oh, okay. Where are they going? The Hippo Club?
Yep.
I want to go to the Hippo Club. It looks like a Bennigan's.
It probably
shenanigans?
I was gonna say it probably now is a Bennigan. It's bought out by corporate.
Started off as a shenanigans.
Tchotchkes.
Also, notice the ashtray. They can smoke in there.
Those were the days.
I think you can still smoke in Michigan, can't you? In
Really?
bars? There are bars in Texas you still can. I remember that was weird.
Yeah, but that's Texas.
Well, in certain places, like I think even in Oklahoma, it's like it's food to alcohol ratio. It's like if you sell more food than alcohol, then there's no smoking. But if it's predominantly alcohol, I think you can smoke inside. I think is what it is.
Yeah. I miss smoking. I was just telling Chris before you jumped on. 14 years I haven't smoked regularly.
There's always dip.
You smoked in my my short film.
Oh.
Remember that? The Dead Man Party?
Yeah. I remember feeling sick for like ever.
Yeah, I remember we kept on doing that one shot over and over again.
Yeah, I chain smoked half a pack in like 20 minutes.
Sorry.
You're right.
Nothing. What are they drinking? I need a drink.
Green River.
I think it was like something in a shot. Well, she clearly got like a martini of some kind.
Martini sounds good. Except I got work in the morning.
At home.
And then, so the lady that's about to accost them, like come up and like the drunken person that's about to come up to them is John Cusack's other sister.
Yep. And I didn't until I rewatched this just a couple months ago when it was actually on Hulu.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I'm like, she looks like a Cusack.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I really knew it until that Castle Rock show came out where she plays a warden, and someone said, "Oh, that's John Cusack's sister." And then later on, I saw this. I was like, "Oh, it's the same person." And then connected the dots. Ugh.
Oh, I had a lot of friends that were like her as well in high school. It was like just gonna be mean about the whole thing.
Yeah. I love what he tells her though. Where he tells her he works. And he's like, "No, you're not." Oh, yeah. Here she is. Oh, the classic drunken old acquaintance.
Oh, and Cusack. He's like, remember when I was in Tank Girl and then no one saw it?
You know, I just saw a fucking mistake. So earlier when we saw she had a martini, that martini glass was not supposed to be there. because it's her
It was
dream.
from an earlier take.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Where you
whoops.
been, Marv?
Yeah, oh yeah, because I work for Kentucky Fried Chicken.
See, that's the thing. What I really don't like about this, at least growing up in downstate Illinois, they didn't have biscuits and gravy at Kentucky Fried Chicken. At least not sausage gravy, that brown gravy crap. But that's not that. You don't put that on biscuits.
Yeah, that's not biscuit gravy.
Oh, and the Canadian is about to really come out in Dan Aykroyd here in this scene.
Well, fuck you guys.
Yeah, or, I don't like being hosed. You know, whatever he says. It's like such a Canadian-ism.
Yeah.
Also, John Cusack never actually went to the bathroom.
Well, when you got two goons, spooks, what's it call them? Spooks?
Yeah, the
G-men.
yeah, right here.
Yeah. I love this interchange. This interchange is awesome.
He's coming back.
Can we? We are not assassins. Whoa.
And then, yeah, here it is.
Like he's checking his eyebrows and shit.
I think I actually have clothes just like Hank Azaria's. Those khaki pants with the blue blazer.
Yeah.
I've worn that. Oh my god, too many times.
Oh, there! Did you see her?
He goes back in. Yeah. Wow, that's like having a Cold Stone right next to the Weight Watchers store.
Oh.
Oh man.
John Cusack gonna get it.
He's trying. I respect his privacy.
Thirsty. Oh.
This is you? No one buys American anymore. Yeah.
What was it? Yeah, I actually missed it. What was it she was driving?
It's a sob.
Oh, okay.
She's
And
just-
then
That's a word I haven't heard in a while.
Sob?
Yeah.
every time I think of a sob, I always think of the movie Moving with Richard Pryor, where he has
Dana
that
Carvey.
sob, where he has that sob that he hires
Dana Carvey
to
to drive,
drive cross country, and Dana Carvey seems like he's like this really great guy and really trustworthy, and then he finds out that he has
Multiple personalities.
Yeah, and then and so then whenever the car gets there, it's just destroyed.
Well, they pass him up on the highway, don't they?
Yeah.
And he's like dressed up like a woman or something.
He goes, hey, this car's got a big engine. Do you?
At least he wasn't dressed like a turtle.
Yeah.
Turtle.
And yeah, by the time it finally gets out to Idaho, it looks like it's a Road Warrior car.
Yeah. And wasn't he singing nursery rhymes and shit?
Yeah, or it was row your boat, and then he sings that, and he does the thing where he'll sing it, then another personality starts singing it, and they all sing it at the same, they're all singing at the same time.
Wait a minute, what was that? I missed that. Sorry, I had my headset on for a second.
It's Moving. It's a Richard
Pryor. Okay.
I haven't seen that in so long. That or Brewster's Millions.
I like that one.
Boudreaux. You gotta love Boudreaux. Boudreaux's coming for you.
Is she on cocaine?
Possibly.
No one chooses.
God, look at how old
I have the feeling that Joan Cusack shot all of her scenes in one day.
I'm just like, God, look how old that Mac is.
Look how big the base of it is. That's why.
Is it a Mac? I didn't even think it was a Mac.
Yeah, because you can see the Apple
MacBook
emblem on the back of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm watching this on an old school DVD, so it's not in high def. It looks like a white dot to me.
Yeah, I can see the color.
Yeah, the like
layers.
rainbow thing that Apple used to have.
Oh shit! He's the Punisher.
A nice Pelican case with.
Puff. Oh yeah, that little indention there in the blade is to gut someone. By the way.
And Jeremiah knows this how.
Oh,
It makes sense.
He's like, I'm from Oklahoma. That's how.
I deer hunt.
Did he just? This is what I never understood. So he just walked around to the back door,
Yep.
which is kind of creepy.
Yep.
I haven't been to your house in 10 years. I'm just going to sneak in through your upstairs back door.
And also wearing like Night Stalker clothes. So. Oh,
And her character's suddenly very happy.
Yeah, you're about to hear her real accent.
Yeah, can't come in.
Are sure she wasn't pretending to be Jamaican?
Irish.
No,
Jamaican.
she was
Yeah, blood
Jamaican
clot.
Irish. She was
I
Jamaican
gotta tell you, man.
she was Jamaican Irish, just like Madame Cleo.
Oh shit! Call me for a bumper clap reading.
It's like Alexander Hamilton. He was like, what? Scottish Haitian?
Station.
Station.
Also, I just noticed that almost every band poster she has in there is a band that is on the soundtrack.
Nice, nice. What's that thing called? The
Foreshadowing.
Viewmaster.
Oh.
I used to have one of those.
I've got a modern day one of those. It's called an Oculus.
3D coming at you. Hey, the popcorn's popping in your face in the 3D.
Doodly-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I would love to watch Swedish Chef in 3D. That would be awesome.
New Zealand throwing at you.
Oh, airplane.
This is foreplay.
This counts. This counts as foreplay.
Yep.
Although I, probably should have taken his combat boots off.
She is now sterile.
Yeah, I was gonna say, watch the heel there. Hopefully those aren't steel tips.
Fly. What's that poster in the back? I can't quite see it.
I can't tell. It looked like I could see Ozzy in it.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. So it had an N on it.
Nazareth. I saw the Clash.
Yeah, a lot of there's 2, 3 Clash songs on this soundtrack.
Yeah. I was gonna say, is there an English beat?
I've done that. You're a fucking psycho. As a joking matter, I've actually pissed off a couple of people because they had no idea of the reference and they just thought I was being mean. So, yeah, don't do that. Is what I'm cautioning.
Oh wait, there we go. It's no nuke.
No nuke.
It's been
I
a
don't know,
concert.
no.
Maybe it was a concert.
Yeah.
Like a whole bunch of rock bands showed up.
No. I used to have a toothbrush like the one that guy's using. It was like it was an Aquafresh brand toothbrush.
Don't you love it in movies when people brush their teeth with no toothpaste?
Yeah. It's a dry run.
I was at a conference where there was a guy who was from New Jersey. He was doing that. He had a toothbrush with him everywhere he went. And he's just like, I'm like,
It's
you
doing
do know that's
nothing.
weird.
It's literally doing nothing.
Well,
I mean, it's just other than scraping the plaque off there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Not
toothpicks,
coating.
something.
He's brown bagging it today.
Oh shit!
There is
Got a
line.
bologna sandwich.
The egg order in here is awesome.
Yeah, I do. There's a mention of a brain hole that I love in this scene.
I love this entire exchange. This is one of my favorite scenes.
Easy there, Chief.
Hi, my name is Melanie. Let me tell you about some of our specials. Today there's the alfalfa on my mind. That's our featured
Alfalfa on my mind.
Or there's Gatsby's West Egg Omelet. And if you're in the mood for something different,
San
there's
Fran
the
cheesy.
San Fran cheesy.
Oh, yeah. Rip off the milky white stuff. Hash browns well done. English muffin with a bread and a coffee. Whole grain pancakes and an egg white omelet, please.
What would you like in your omelet?
Nothing.
Well, that's not technically an omelet.
Well, I want to get into a semantic argument, but I just want the protein, all right?
That was great.
Hash
I just want
browns
the
well
protein.
done. Hash browns well done is something that I've never ordered.
Here's the new stuff.
We're putting this in the water. So
Were those even a thing back in '97?
Well, I know diazepam was, which is what.
No, I mean a
Sniper-
decaf latte.
Oh,
well, that's around.
yeah, they were
that-
gross.
Yeah, that was the height. That's when Starbucks was, kind of booming right there.
They
late
were
90s.
gross then, and they're gross now.
A unicorn frappe.
Hey, listen, I want to work with you.
See, it's funny not watching. I'm so used to watching Dan Aykroyd in Ghostbusters
Yeah.
that when I see him talking like this, I get uncomfortable.
Really? Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Though. It's like he is meant to be kind of tongue-in-cheek funny in this. I mean, like he
Yeah,
is,
I know, but just like hearing him like not act geeky. It's like the only thing I ever see him in is Ghostbusters. I rarely ever watch anything else with him in it.
Blues Brothers.
I
watched
hate Blues Brothers.
Oh,
I love Blues Brothers. The first
I'm
one.
like the one person that was born in Illinois that hates that movie.
You're an Illinois Nazi.
Yeah.
ah,
Oh, thanks.
just like Henry
Thanks.
Gibson.
It took me a second to remember what you were talking about. I've only seen that movie once.
I've always loved you.
Should have watched that
Oh.
just to piss off Pico.
What? What? I missed that.
Well,
We should have watched Blues Brothers.
Oh,
there's
God.
always the next time.
Huh?
So,
Well, it's up to you. I'll sit through it.
we're about to.
The good thing about this not being a video podcast is they can't see me sleeping.
They can hear you snoring.
Yeah, that's okay. At least I'm doing something.
Oh.
The minute you start relationships, bad things start happening. To make you feel any better, I think this is my last job. What do you say to that? What do you say to that?
I believe that.
What about you? Me? Go cheat on you? Never.
I think I'm gonna have to watch this like again when I can actually like fully pay attention to it.
You really should. It's a-
I should. Like I said, I have not seen this. This is the first time I've watched this since '97.
Here we
Here's
go.
your-
I want people. I want
Yeah, be quiet. Yeah.
to.
The
You're
not
not omelet.
I love how Dan Aykroyd holds the bag. It's a gun at that point. It's like it's not fooling anybody. But no, I remember the first time I saw that being thrown off because I'd never heard Dan Aykroyd say "fuck" in a movie before.
Yeah, because you just charged it 5 minutes ago and it's already dead.
He said that might even be before they had charges. That might be when they were still running on like fucking Duracell and shit.
C batteries.
You look great. Yeah. Hi, I'm Mark Blank. You remember me? I'm not married. I don't have any kids. I'd blow your head off if someone paid me enough.
What am I supposed to tell him? Hi, I killed the president of Paraguay with a fork. That's the other. So many quick. It's so quick.
Yeah.
It's just eating a burrito.
Look at that TV.
Oh, CRTs.
Yeah.
Dig the pedestal.
He's staying in a pretty lavish room. I mean, it's got a living room, a bedroom, a fireplace.
Is that a B&B's in?
Was that a Glock 47?
Yeah, it's a Glock.
49?
Yeah.
40, whatever. I don't know the numbers. 17.
What are the ones that were
There's a
ceramic?
full-size one. Movie props?
No, wasn't there like a Glock or something that was like
there was-
ceramic or something?
I don't know if that ever actually was ceramic. Like when they first made Glocks, people were kind of concerned because they have that plastic coating on the outside that they could go through metal detectors.
Mhm.
I know there's a line in, I think it's not Lethal Weapon, Die Hard 2, where he had a ceramic Glock, whatever. I don't know if Glock ever actually made a ceramic thing, but yeah, originally there was the fear that, that plastic coating could block the metal detectors, which it can't.
No.
You know?
They don't stop X-rays.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah, it was lead
I do
lines.
remember
Sure.
seeing you could 3D print the lower receiver of an AR-15.
Yeah. I know, people have successfully, 3D printed guns, so it is possible. Well, and essentially, that's what I don't know if you ever saw in The Line of Fire. That's what he makes. I mean, it's like,
that little 2-shot thing of his.
Yeah.
Well, so that was the thing. So like the lower receiver is the only part of an AR-15 that's actually tracked by anyone.
Yeah.
So you can buy all the other stuff, the barrel, the stock. You can buy all the peripheries, and that's completely untracked. You don't need to have any background. You just buy that stuff.
Yeah.
But once you get to the lower receiver, you hook it all up to it, and you have a functioning weapon. And the lower receiver was good for what they say, 60 rounds.
Yeah.
You could actually get 60 rounds through it before it started to melt.
And it's untraceable. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that was 10 years ago. God knows what they've done now.
Is this Mitchell Ryan? Yeah, it is. Hey, I'm Michael Myers' watchdog.
Or the general from Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Where's Mr.
Kill him, Gary Busey. Kill him.
Mr. Joshua, your arm.
You know who he looks like? He looks like the guy from Up.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that Ed Asner?
Yeah. If they ever make
It all
a
comes full
Up,
circle.
we know who to cast. I'm Dharma's dad. Oh, no, Greg's dad.
That explains why he's in this, because he probably had a contract with Disney.
Yeah.
Because he was in Halloween. That was a Disney movie. He did this. That was a Disney movie.
Disney. They own the world. Or most of Florida.
And part of California. And all of our hearts.
Silly old poo.
So I saw that Soul won Best Picture last night, or animated picture at the Golden Globes last night.
I still have yet to see that.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's a spiritual successor to Inside Out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Since we're talking about Disney, I thought I brought it up. Are we actually going to get Oscars this year?
I don't know. Oh, here's a little Faith No More.
Oh shit! We care a lot.
One of the first concerts I ever saw.
Faith No More.
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses, Metallica, and Faith No More.
That's a combo.
Was that the concert? No, that was in I think it was in Canada. The one where, because I'm assuming it was probably on that tour.
It was that tour, but they came to U of I downstate.
Yeah, because the thing where Hetfield they did a full job of planning the pyrotechnics, and Hetfield stood right in the middle of one.
Yeah, it was prior to the burning.
Yeah.
I don't know why I found that
then
line funny.
Then you actually got to see Hetfield play the guitar because afterward, at post burning, it was one of their engineers.
One of the roadies, yeah. Yeah, no, it was good. Metallica was good. Faith No More rocked. They stole the show. Like Guns N' Roses was off that night. They did not.
Faith No More, you kind of got to give them credit because had they come out a decade later, they probably would have been way more popular because they were doing the whole rap rock thing. And unfortunately, at the time, people were like, "Oh, stupid rap! Why they got that in there?" And then Rage and Korn and all these other bands come out in the mid '90s.
So I remember I brought this up. I can't remember what other podcast we brought it up in, but there was like this thing going on with Disney at this time when they would produce two completely similar movies side by side to cut down on costs because they didn't have to make extra sets.
Yeah.
So at the same time this came out, Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion came out.
Yeah, shit. Yeah.
So they didn't have to make extra sets for each movie. They just reused this gym set. Holy shit, that guy was on Angel.
Yeah.
He tried to eat Angel's original buddy's brain. Anyway,
I remember him on Buck, he was like an energy demon or something.
Yeah.
Like a youth
and
demon.
then they also did like another one that they did was they made Eddie with Whoopi Goldberg, and then they made that Celtic Pride
yeah.
at the same time, so they wouldn't have to they could rent the basketball court that they rented. They could use it for both movies.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember it was just a weird time at Disney where they were doing that kind of cheap shit.
Yeah. Got to utilize.
Nathaniel, man.
Still very Newberry, I see. It's like that guy's doing his best Dennis Miller. Chachi.
Chachi.
Hey, Chachi. Okay, babe.
I grope him professionally.
He's revealed that he was the asshole from earlier. Oh, and there's a couple of people who weren't famous at the time that are now famous coming up here.
Oh yeah.
Because here's one. There's Jenna Elfman.
Oh my God,
Dharma.
Yeah. Ah, there you go. So,
I'm a Scientologist. This David Miscavige did this to me.
Yeah. We've got two actors from Dharma and Greg now in this movie. Yeah. And be back.
Like everyone fake dancing behind her.
It's not even real music playing.
Yeah.
I've used that line. You want to go somewhere else?
Let's go somewhere not here.
Cool.
And then this douche shows up.
Yeah. Oh, walk like an Egyptian.
Jesus.
Hi, Jenny Slater. Hey, Jenny Slater. Hey, Jenny Slater. Hey, Jenny Slater.
Oh, denied.
That's what you get.
George!
It's one of my favorite moments in Judgment Night is when he dies. This fucking tool. Yeah, this is why certain people should not be allowed firearms. Yeah, right there.
Check this out. What the fuck?
It's like the first time I watched this, it's like, all right, so he's got a gun, he's got two guys that can wrestle. He's just like, how is this is going to erupt into one of the greatest melees of all time?
Nah.
And then it didn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Under pressure.
Mhm.
This is before Vanilla Ice stole it.
No. No. It was this
No,
was
it's not.
after.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
that
Oh,
was
yeah.
93.
No, I mean the song. I just mean the song in general before Vanilla Ice. Yeah, never mind.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. I get it. I'm a little slow.
What you cannot see on the film is how many glasses of wine I have actually had.
Yeah, are you just like texting your wife, come in, I need more wine?
Oh shit!
Yes.
My biological clock is ticking.
I always like this. I like these shots. They did a good job getting that baby to smile. And then the counterpoint with him.
This just turned into a racer head.
Is that Oscar from Ghostbusters 2?
Oh, look at this. Thank you. Hold
Oh,
on.
we're gonna do it.
Realized that baby is a full-grown adult now.
Yep.
He was in
It's
Memes.
like Anakin from episode 1 is in jail.
Oh.
There was another line in here, one of my favorite ones I like to quote. It's like, how's life? In progress. And they're like,
Oh, look, he's got his little spy camera.
Here's like another hint that he, clearly is not,
Oh,
there's
shit.
about him. Yeah.
and you got Michael Stipe.
Cities and Dust.
Yeah. But yeah, here, Michael Cutlets. Who
Hey, didn't he get his?
Emmerich.
He got his head bashed in, didn't he, with a baseball bat?
from Walking Dead. Yeah, he was. Yeah. But yeah,
So Susie and the Banshees?
it's funny because Michael Cutlet's like, it seemed for years he always, even like when he was playing like these roles, he was playing like high school kids. Because I remember he was in like one of the Mighty Ducks things when he's like 20 years older than everybody else, and he's supposed to be like a student.
There was at my last job in Chicago, my head first responder, her name was Debbie, and every time I would walk in, I'd walk right past her desk every time to go into my office. I'm like, "Morning, Debbie. Want to do some blow?" It's just like, what?
They called her Debbie Radio. Hey, Debbie Radio. Bobby Beamer.
As much as this is the other. So, Pete Townsend.
Yeah.
Let My Love Open the Door. Also, Pete Townsend, born on my birthday, May 19th.
Oh, shit.
So, Ho Chi Minh, Grace Jones, and Pete Townsend.
In relation to Pete Townsend, you mentioning Pete Townsend's birthday today is Roger Daltrey's birthday. So, happy birthday, Roger Daltrey!
Oh my God, guys!
Yeah.
Oh my
I know. Tommy himself. Oh.
Was it Anne Margaret's birthday too?
No, that's stupid.
Is she
Why would you
drowning
say
in
that?
pork and beans?
Why would you say that, Chris?
I don't know.
You know what happened to his hands. That's not a choking matter.
Oh.
Actually, I learned how to play this song for a wedding because it was one of the 5 songs that they might have walked out to.
See, I always remember this song from Look Who's Talking.
Although that was like the fast, because there was 2 versions. There's like the slow version, which I think this was also in Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
And then there's the fast version, which is the one that's at the end of Look Who's Talking.
The song they ended up exiting to was Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash, which
jeez,
is not really in my wheelhouse, but I think I delivered.
Uh-oh. Piven gonna get it.
Hey, you got Jenny Slater. Hey, Jenny
They've
Slater.
been going
Hey,
at
Jenny
it.
Slater. Hey, Jenny Slater.
And you see Ann Cusack's right behind him
Yep.
in the green.
Oh yeah. Dancing by herself.
Yeah.
No, there's a guy there.
Also, it's just like, man,
He's just like super distance dancing, like you know, 8th grade dance. And
I do miss 80s music. It was so easy to dance to. You know, you didn't have to look good while you did it.
Just look, you could have a seizure and everyone would be like, "Oh my god, he's got the moves."
You just had to move, basically.
the moves like Jagger. He got the moves like Jagger.
Like that was the white guy's decade to learn to where he could actually look good while he danced.
Well, you saw the moves that Ann Cusack was doing in that scene. That was, I don't know what that was.
That was a seizure.
So it's like being Asian. It's like, well, you're either like the hyper cool, like break dance, like you spin your car 372 degrees into a parallel parking spot, fall out of it, do a flip, and then break dance into the club. And then there's like me, who's like stuck in the middle of an intersection, like I don't know what to do, and that's more me. I can play the music, I can't dance to it.
You're
Unless it's swing.
No, he's like, is there something wrong? She's like, yeah, something's missing. I was like, your dick.
Oh,
Hazardous substance abuse.
and I love this. I love the person he says.
You know Jackie Chan? I do.
She was just dancing.
Yeah. Like, Sydney Feldman. You look like a wax figure now.
Yeah. That's Botox, man.
David danced for me.
And there's always somebody like that.
And this was me. This was me at my 10-year reunion.
You were Bobby Beamer.
Giving yourself a concussion and possibly whiplash?
I did actually no. Well, in my mind, I was breakdancing and I looked awesome doing it, but I honestly have no idea.
Well,
I probably
you thought you were break dancing, but you were actually breaking shit while you were dancing.
Yeah.
So.
I remember my mother telling me that that her and my dad went to his 10-year high school reunion, and my dad got so drunk that he was dancing on the dance floor, and he like jumped up in the air and did the splits, and like ripped his pants completely open in the crotch.
That's a good day. That's a good day.
Wearing underwear.
I don't know. I didn't ask that far.
Fine. How are you, Bob?
I like Bob's high school.
I'm a fortune teller. I see in the future there's going to be a baseball bat going upside your head.
Did you know? I love Bob's, because they have their high school photos. Bob's high school photo, he has like this sort of like Ken doll coif on his head.
I didn't see it. I missed it. Who do you want to hit, Bob?
Oh, his words.
Just fast forward. I've done this. Someone who like in all my years of playing bands, and people would say, "I got a song." So it was, all right. Well, let's hear it. All right, come fast forward to the end. That's good. All right.
There's more. Yeah. Yeah.
For a while.
For a while.
I want to do some blow.
It's like it's honestly, I've watched this movie so many times that is when I'm like ultra nervous and don't know what else to say. I'm like, "Want to do some blow?" I'm like, "What?" It's like, not really.
It's the break the ice line of all time, right?
It's the it's to cut the tension. It's like, all right, now that we got that out of the way,
A little English beat.
Oh, it's Jeremiah's favorite band.
Oh, yeah. One of them. I actually saw that. I mean, it
Mirror
wasn't
in
the
the
original.
bathroom.
Ferris Bueller.
It wasn't
Mirror in the
original-
bathroom.
It wasn't the original lineup, but I mean, it was still a fun concert. Saw him at the Double Door.
Oh,
Which is not there anymore, right?
Nope. No,
I heard it might
think
be
it's
opening
the-
back up again.
Well, I
Not in
thought
this
it's
not in this
moved-
climate.
I thought like it still exists. It just is in a different location. That's what I thought. I don't know.
Okay. I know down the street from there was a martini bar called The Note that's going to be reopening, or was going to be reopening. Yeah, don't smoke that.
Oh yeah, that might be bad.
Oh, weed's always good.
No, I'm fairly sure you can still get things to grow on there.
Oh shit. See, yeah, let's watch John Cusack do kung sort of fu.
Muay Thai.
Yeah.
It's my t-
Little MMA.
yeah, probably closer to karate than anything else right now. Ooh,
Oh, geez.
that kick hurt.
It was one of the things
You
I
probably
always
told
liked
John
about-
Cusack kick me.
Well, no, it's one of the things I always did like about this scene is it actually does look fairly realistic.
Yeah, sorry,
Well,
it was,
no, that jump kick that Arquidez just did looked like it whiffed big time.
But like the
the leg sweep was.
the thing.
No,
like,
that kick that knocked him up against the lockers. That was pretty intense.
well, just like just the thing too, like where their faces are all scratched up and shit because they're like going for each other's eyes and stuff. And then yoink.
Thank you for the pen, Ken.
Yeah.
Eckhart, have you seen Debbie?
It's not me.
I have to pee.
99 left balloons.
Perfect song to kill to.
Where are her?
Who did the early 2000s remake of this in a punk rock version?
I remember it, but I don't
know.
remember who actually sang it.
It was like Blitzkrieg or something. I'm looking it up. That's the one I wanted. I actually had a roommate at the time that actually spoke German. I was going to ask her to teach me phonetically how to.
99 Schlafballons. Yeah. Every time I hear this song, I just think of.
Oh, you actually reached that.
Anytime I hear 99 Red Balloons, I just think of Alfred Molina shooting Thomas Jane with a shotgun.
Oh, Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
Goldfinger.
Oh.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Right?
Continuity error here. That's a solid rail all the way down.
Yeah.
And look who's on the other side.
Oh yeah, shit. Unless maybe he hopped. I don't know.
They're like Jason Voorhees, man. Just keeps teleporting all over the place. Oh, God.
And also, it's like, thank God they have an old timey furnace in the back.
And a ship's ladder there at a platform to get down to it.
Ugh.
So this is the heights. They got some big ass furnaces in there.
Fernine.
But no air conditioning.
Yeah.
It's Michigan.
Yeah.
I would expect this in the UP, but maybe not in Detroit.
Even and more English beat.
I got to buy the album. I got to buy the album a third time.
On vinyl.
I don't think I want this one on vinyl. I'm happy to skip tracks.
Oh, now there's Glenn Fiddick. They had Glenn Levitt, now there's Glenn Fiddick.
Glenn, whatever is going to be good.
That's the 7-Eleven brand.
Hey, there's Jenny Slater in the background.
Oh yeah. Talking it up with someone.
Someone else. That whore.
Oh, I think it's the guy that whenever Bobby Beamer interrupt the computer guy.
Yeah.
Hey, computer guy. I think how no one really notices that his face is all fucked up.
Yeah, they didn't notice he was gone for 10 years.
Yeah, that's true.
And it is.
Well, the
Detroit.
thing was, like, Piven's shirt was like covered in blood.
Or it was all or like only his blood. Was it blood or was it just like the ash shit from like the?
No, it was like red. It was like this big red, like stain down the front of his shirt, and nobody gave a shit.
He drinks Perrier.
He's being responsible.
Oh yeah, I love this.
I don't want to work with you anymore. I need to put that in my next resignation letter. I don't want to work with you anymore. I don't think you were serious about it.
Yeah, right. He's just... and then he just goes right back into it after like, he destroys the answers. He's like, okay.
Of all the weapons I think that I've seen wielded, I think the one I like the most is the one that Minnie Driver will have at the end.
Oh, the laser sight?
Yeah, well, it's got a ruby quartz quick scope on a what it looked like from memory a 357 Magnum nickel plated.
That was, for some reason I was thinking it was an automatic though.
No, it's revolver.
A revolver? Okay.
No. Shoot. Okay. I think in the first shot where she's like, make this work, it's a...
Oh, so it's a continuity error.
Yeah, but I think in the end, when she shoots at him, it's a revolver.
Yeah. Yeah. So apparently they weren't really paying too much attention on props on this movie.
Well, it was just shot through the crow, so they're like, we're not even going to use real guns. Just get fake ones. That's fine. That's very complicated.
But I can almost hear Arnold Schwarzenegger from True Lies going, but they were all bad.
David, truth agent, also known as Sodium Amador. Ask me a question and see if I'll tell you the truth.
I kill for money.
Oh. Oh. Oh, John. Or Martin, I should say. Boy, that last one was pretty still a pretty raw nerve. Just not necessarily true. He was truthful the entire time.
Yeah.
Good, Jeremiah. I think I found a birthday present for you.
Oh yeah. Oh nice. Oh Ellis. Hey, John boy. Oh yeah, she's working in the office.
Yeah. This would have been a fun scene to shoot.
And she's got the fucking lit cigarette the whole time.
Well,
She could just remove the hard drive. It's way easier.
although I would also say that computers back at that time, you hit the case with a hammer, it's probably not going to work after that.
No.
I love her reaction. Oh.
Oh shit.
And here's the big. I remember HBO. I was so glad that I actually saw the movie before I saw this thing on HBO. But they were talking. It was like some little like sort of entertainment thing that would tell you about movies. And they blew this. Like they mentioned, like, oh yeah, he's apparently there in town to kill her father. And it's like you don't even find that out until like the last 20 minutes of the movie, or not even 20.
That's like Empire Strikes Back. Luke comes to confrontations with his father, who has secretly been the Dark Lord of the Sith the entire time.
So it's like, this is like it completely ruined. If you'd never seen it, it would have completely ruined that movie for you, or this movie for you.
What does her dad do?
He's a judge.
Okay.
No. He's an executive for a motor company.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, I thought he was like a judge or something. Okay, I guess
He was giving a deposition on. Well, you'll find out about it here in a second.
Yeah.
He's either got a newfound respect for life, or he's completely in love with that guy's daughter.
Boudreaux's coming for you.
That doesn't look like a proton pack, Mr. Stance.
It's a miniature one. Like one of those toys, you know how they always have the mini versions of the proton packs.
Like it just honestly blurts it out.
Of course.
Just passing them around like fucking Tic Tacs.
I think they were Pez, is what they used in the defective windshield. If you heard,
Or sunroof, yeah.
sunroof.
I love that you can hear them like you can hear them gathering and mounting outside during this whole thing. Yeah, he just. Oh.
Did that have a silencer on it? Because that shit was
No.
like it had a silencer on it.
No. He, at this point, well, there's no point in a silencer at this point, too.
Yeah.
I think the first pistol he had that shot through the front door was a Desert Eagle.
Yeah. Well, that one, the one he just had in his hand was a Desert Eagle.
Why is he wearing a beret?
Fat ass, like fucking waddling over to her.
I was gonna say that, that guy with the beret. He's like, why is he wearing the kitten play outfit?
Well, it's 80s throwback.
Gotta like good cast iron.
I've started building my collection.
Yep.
I remember that line from the trailer.
Go upstairs. Now he's down to a 9mm.
Double
2
block
9mm.
there, yeah.
Okay, you got him already. Okay, you got him.
Yeah. This has got 500 rounds of subsonic. So as much as I hate to say, as much as I love going shooting and I love shooting, I hate loading magazines.
Yeah.
Not nearly as easy as he makes it look.
No, man, it is. Well, the first 2 is easy, but
Then it gets hot, and then it gets hot.
You
right?
get one that holds like 14. Like my friend had an extended mag for a 9mm. 15 rounds in that thing. That by that, it's like I need it. I need some help.
Yeah. I was gonna say that thing's probably red hot.
Well, and also it's gonna the heat, because you heat it up, it's gonna expand, so it's not gonna just slide out of there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
There's,
Okay.
yes, there's it's
45.
automatic. Yeah.
That's Kimber.
I was just aiming at him the whole time.
That's a nice pistol.
I like the industrial strength clamps holding on that sight.
Boudreaux.
Who's gonna pay for all these repairs?
Hey, he's insured.
It's like an Ip Man. He's just going to be like, "I'll pay."
I still have to watch those movies.
You've not watched Ip Man yet? The first one's
No.
good. The rest are kind of
Yeah, right here. That's right here.
I will
What-
say this: Dan Aykroyd's death in this scene is probably one of my favorite on-screen deaths ever captured. Victors of the world unite.
So there's a continuity error.
I like
Blank's guns were out before
Yeah.
they popped in.
Dan Aykroyd's stupid blinking face while he was shooting the guns.
Yeah. Also, the hammer wasn't all the way. Yeah, like on one of his guns, the hammer wasn't back, and then suddenly, oh, it's back. And yeah, I love this
Oh yeah, I remember this.
popcorn. Oh yeah. It's time for your big break on TV, bitch. Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Death by TV.
Nothing tops Death by Stereo.
Yeah. But no, it's like,
What was that? Well, no, there was one in Pump Up the Volume. We should have watched that.
That's coming out on Blu-ray finally.
ugh.
I haven't watched that in years.
Yeah. I had the biggest crush on Samantha Mathis because of that movie.
It wasn't because of.
I had the biggest crush on Christian Slater.
I bet.
Yeah, okay, I'm wrong.
I didn't get to watch the reunion movie when they did Broken Arrow.
Ugh.
It might have had something to do with her exposing her chest in the movie.
Mm.
Yeah.
And Pump Up the Volume?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that movie was rated R. I thought it was a PG-13 movie.
No, it's rated R. He's dropping F-bombs and the fucking Happy Harry Hard on and all that shit. Yeah, it's rated R.
Wow.
You've got my blessing. Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in so long.
Peace out, Grosse Pointe.
So the first time I played at an open mic or just an open anything here in Florida, I played it, some of my 2 or 3 classic rock songs, and they're like, "Come on, you got one more in you," and it's like, and I was the youngest on this stage. I was playing with a 16-piece band, and I was the youngest by about 20 years. But they were, it's like, that's the awesome thing about here. This is where musicians come to retire. So there's like amazing and musical talent
Yeah.
here in Florida. And no one knew this song, but I was able to teach it to the entire 16-piece band on the fly.
Oh, no.
This really?
Yeah. It's like, you guys know Violent Femmes? It's like, no. It's like, 80s band? No. It's like, all right, here's what we're going to do. It's like, we're in G, C, D, whole thing. Chorus is in E minor. Follow me. It'll be fine. When I point at you, and the drummer's like, you're going to go, dun-dun, dun-dun. And that was...
Nice.
I had the oldest crowd ever dancing to Blister in the Sun.
Oh, shit. Yep, Jenna Elfman. Steve Pink was a... Oh, Bill Cusack is another Cusack right in the movie?
Later, yeah.
The unadopted brother.
So, unfortunately,
too.
it never happened, but there was supposed to be a sequel to this.
Yeah.
And you know, it was in talks for you. I guess like it started out as like a fan script. Then got to and it made it all the way to John Cusack, and he even was kind of interested in it. He's kind of like, all right, yeah, I might, yeah, let's try to get this, let's get this happening. And I guess it just never got legs. But I think it was basically going to be sort of about him sort of coming to terms with not being a hitman and like trying to change, and then of course something happens where,
and then that script got turned into the whole 10 yards or whatever it was.
Yeah.
The whole 9
No,
yards.
no. War Inc. If you've seen that movie, have you seen War Inc?
No.
War Incorporated with John Cusack? That was what was supposed to be the sequel to this, but then at the last minute, kind of just fell apart. They still made the film,
yeah,
but he's an arms dealer. I don't know if it was a sequel or a prequel or whatever, but it was supposed to be related. Like that was supposed to be a continuation of the character.
yeah. But it just never really, So it looked like whatever. But the project that was going to be the sequel, they just it's like, well, we've got all this money and we've got funding for it, but we don't have that script, so let's just do a whole other script.
Yeah.
And is that what ended up becoming War? I watched it. I'm like, this isn't that good.
Yeah, no, and that although I mean, like, I really don't know if a sequel would have worked to this because it's a pretty contained story. I mean, he already has. I mean, he does kind of have his arc, and by the end, it's kind of like he can't really kill anymore.
Yeah.
So
the only way you could do it is whoever hired them to kill Daddy, somehow came back around.
Yeah.
But even that wouldn't be a romantic comedy assassin movie. That would just
I was thinking too, it's like, I wonder who'd win in a fight. I mean, granted, it'd be pretty one-sided. In my head, I thought, think about Martin Blank meets John Wick. Wick would kill him.
Yeah.
Well, Martin's kind of contemplating, should I be killing? And it's like, as he's having that thought, you just
John Wick's like Baba Yaga, bitch.
you just bullet just goes like right through his skull.
Did you hear Noy? It's on London Records.
Who's a what?
The soundtrack's on London Records.
There you
Is
go.
it? Well, I'll go buy another copy.
Find it on 8-track.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
I have in there. That's it.
But yeah, like I said, this is one of those movies I try to watch maybe once a year, and even if it's just playing on TV, a lot of times I'll be like, have it on as background noise or something,
Yeah, I need to sit down and watch this, and give it my full attention.
Yeah. I mean, it's like literally. So in early January, when it came on Hulu, we watched it. And then I have had at least all the songs that have YouTube videos because I don't have it yet. Yeah. And anytime I drive anywhere, that's what I hit. I just hit play. It's like play Grosse Pointe Plank soundtrack. And so it's literally like 3 Clash songs and then Under Pressure. And so I guess what I'm really saying is I need to listen to more Clash.
An English beat.
Because there's at least 2 English beat songs on there. Still a fun flick. It's also fun to see, like I said, you see Jenna Elfman in there randomly, and Michael Cudlitz, and Dan Aykroyd says fuck So,
Still uncomfortable.
Which, like I said, was the whole point of him.
I thought it was awesome. I loved it. It's like, fuck the brain hole.
Boudreaux's coming for you. And like I said, love when he died. Just like his last words in that are popcorn, and then just TV on its head.
Yeah, the thing was, I wasn't really talking a whole lot while we were doing this because I was actually like trying to watch the movie.
Yeah. This is before Matrix came out, so they didn't have a lot of the wire fight bullshit in there. So the fights do kind of seem like they tried to have a little bit of like, a little bit of really, some of them were kind of fantastic, like the shootout stuff, but that fight between him and Benny, what was his name again? Benny Urquidez is still pretty great. I mean,
that one kick that Cusack gives to him is pretty harsh.
Yeah, there were some.
The thing that I find out kind of unrealistic is when Cusack lifts that TV to smash Aykroyd's head in with it. Have you ever tried to lift the CRT?
Yeah, but
there's some heavy bitches.
But he was doing it with momentum. He was just kind of like he wasn't just like lifting it and doing it. He was like lifting it and like throwing it essentially. So.
Yeah, it's an adrenaline rush. So he hit him in the head with that big heavy ass fucking CRT. I was the first on a car accident. I tore the door off a Subaru Zuzu. Literally, I had I ran up there and I heard people yelling inside, and the door just came off in my hands, and I had no idea. I'm like, so that was like paper.
Noy is the Hulk.
And then for the next 3 days on vacation,
were you sore?
I hurt like I have never hurt before.
All your muscles are like, you ever see the Ghost in the Shell where she rips herself apart? What's her name? Makoto Kusanagi rips herself apart trying to open that hatch on that robot. It's like that. It's like all your muscles are doing things they're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it was. I drank an entire bottle of scotch.
It was Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I'm talking the anime. They did that too.
I know. But yeah, once again, thank you, Noy, for choosing Grosse Pointe and watching it with us.
No, I love the movie, man. Yeah. Thanks for having me and watching it with me.
We'll have to have you back for I don't know. I think we talked about maybe Conan. Or something like maybe since you watched The Destroyer the last time, maybe now we can watch The Barbarian. Who knows?
No, we got to watch the Jason Momoa one.
Oh my god, no!
How about we don't?
I've watched that.
No, I think Jeremiah said it best in the voice of Sean Connery. How about we don't?
I would love to watch all of Winter Construction from start to finish and just mock ourselves because I think
I'm going to be my harshest critic.
My brother doesn't like anything, and he thinks that your Sean Connery is fantastic.
It's good. It is good.
But of course it is. But yeah, once again, thank you, Noy, for joining us. And for those of you listening, once again, if you like what we do here, please remember to like, subscribe, and most importantly,
share.
That's right. Share. It's
the movie started.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Oh,
yeah. Because if I could turn back time. Not that share, but
I'm gonna fuck your brain hole.